The Fate of Babylon. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachat Quadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I wanted to do a video based on the title of the article of this article here called, Will America Disappear into the Sands of Time? And the answer is that according to biblical prophecy, America will disappear. Not just into the sands of time, but it will literally be destroyed from off the face of the earth. And some scriptures that we can use to back this up is going to the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. Now, what is that sinful kingdom? That sinful kingdom is talking about Babylon. Let's prove that this sinful kingdom is talking about Babylon. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. Now, for those who don't know, America is modern day Babylon. What do we mean by modern day Babylon? Meaning America carries itself after the traditions of Babylon. America is also modern day Rome. America is also modern day Egypt. America is also modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, because America carries itself after the same traditions as these old empires. So one of the traditions that America carries itself after is Babylon. And why is that? What was Babylon known for? Confusion, philosophies, witchcraft, sorcery. America does the exact same things today. Okay, and a matter of fact, the main headquarters for the Chaldeans, who were a bunch of witches and warlocks and soothsayers, people who dealt with familiar spirits, which back then the Chaldeans would have been known as the Illuminati. Okay, so in today's time, the modern day Chaldeans are who? In today's time, the Illuminati. What are the Illuminati known for? Their witchcraft, their sorceries. Okay, their demonic enchantments. Okay, their demonic chantings. And where's the Illuminati's main headquarters when it comes to doing their sorcery and witchcrafts? The United States of America. So this also proves that America is modern day Babylon, because the main headquarters for the ancient Chaldeans, when it came for them doing their witchcraft, was Babylon. Okay, the main headquarters for the Illuminati doing their witchcraft is America. Their witchcraft, their rituals. So here in Jeremiah 50 verse 14, it says, Put yourselves in array against Babylon, which is the United States of America, round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. Now, is this talking about actual arrows in today's time? No. The arrows are a metaphor for intercontinental ballistic missiles, because these countries are going to shoot intercontinental ballistic missiles upon the United States of America. Okay, then that's going to happen during World War III, and these intercontinental ballistic missiles are going to contain nuclear warheads in them. So World War III is going to end in a nuclear war, but it's really going to end with when Yahushua return and take these devils out of power. So really, the victor of World War III is going to be Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. But it says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. Okay? For she have sinned against the Lord. And who have sinned against the Lord? America. Modern day Babylon have sinned against the Lord. So now, let's go back to Amos. One moment, man. Okay, Amos chapter 9 verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. Now we know what that sinful kingdom is. That sinful kingdom is Babylon. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. And how is the Lord going to accomplish that? Through those intercontinental ballistic missiles, which the Lord is going to put the spirit on these countries to shoot in the event of World War III. Because during World War III, the main target of this nuclear war is going to be the United States, as well as those so-called Israelis. Okay, it says, saving that I will not, and that's according to biblical prophecy, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, save the Lord. So the Lord said that he's going to destroy the sinful kingdom from off the face of the earth. Okay. Now let's go to Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 9. Okay. You know what? Let me start at verse 8 here. Jeremiah 51 verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Okay? Now, this is talking about, after the post-nuclear destruction. Because in the book of Revelation, it speaks about the shipmasters. I don't know if that's the 18th or the 19th chapter, but the scriptures speak about the shipmasters that should stand afar off, weeping for her for the torment of her burning. So these different shipmasters who normally profit off of America by delivering goods from their countries and so forth, they're going to howl for this country. These different merchants of the earth, they're going to howl for this country. Okay? Howl for her. Okay? They these different shipmasters, they shall stand afar off, weeping for the torment of her burning, saying, Alas, what great country is like this? For in 1 hour is such riches come to naught. Because the Lord is going to make a speedy riddance of this place once the nuclear war begins. So it says, howl for her, take balm for her pain. Okay, and another word for howl is what? To weep, cry. Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. So this country is not going to be healed. And being healed mean what? Meaning rebuild this country. Rebuild it up. But guess what? This country is not going to be rebuilt. Because in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, and the 18th verse on down, it tells you that Babylon, let's get it. This country is not going to be rebuilt. And here's why. Isaiah chapter 13 verse 18. Well, I meant verse 19. Isaiah chapter 13 verse 19. And Babylon the glory of kingdoms, because America is the glory of kingdoms. All you have to do is just look all around you. These other countries have McDonald's in their countries. They have skyscrapers in their countries. Okay, their men's are dressed in suits. Their women's are dressed like sluts. These countries have followed after the ways of the United States of America, because they see this country as the glory of kingdoms, of the glory of other countries. Okay? It says, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, right? The Chaldeans were known as, what is this not? Okay, the Chaldeans were known as the Illuminati, right? So America is like the Illuminati's excellency, right? This is where this is the main foothold from where the Illuminati pushes their witchcraft and rituals on the people. So in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how was ancient Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? It was destroyed by fire and brimstone. Is Sodom and Gomorrah being inhabited today? No. So the United States is going to suffer the same fate. It's going to be as Sodom and Gomorrah. Once this country is destroyed during the nuclear war, this country is going to be uninhabitable. So basically this country is going to be hit with a plague that it will never be able to be cured of. And that's why when you read in Jeremiah 51, and what was it, verse 8, where it said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay? This country is not going to be able to be healed, because this country is going to be without a inhabitant, except for desert-like creatures. Okay? It says it shall never be inhabited. So once Babylon is destroyed, this country, once this country is destroyed, it'll never be inhabited ever again. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Right, because these Arabs, they love to come over here and set up shop to profit. It says, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Okay. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, meaning this place shall be inhabited by wild desert-like creatures, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And if you notice, these are all creatures that can live in a desert, because after the post-nuclear destruction of this country is going to be one big desert. It says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desert houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, her days shall not be prolonged. Okay, so now let's go back to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 9. Okay, so Jeremiah 51 verse 9, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So this country is not going to be rebuilt after it is destroyed. Okay, because it's going to be a desert where no one will be allowed to live here except for desert creatures. So this country will never be rebuilt ever again. Okay? It says, forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Now let's go from there to Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1. Okay, Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1, it says, "Come down and sit in the dust." Now the dust here, when you look it up, I forgot the Hebrew word, but I know it means ashes. Okay, the Hebrew, it goes back to a Hebrew word which means ashes, because there's going to be ashes all over this country after the post-nuclear destruction. Okay, so come down and sit in the ashes. Now the dust also represents confusion. O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne. A throne is a representation of rulership. If a country don't have a throne, it don't have a ruler. And without a ruler, a country cannot be ran. It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So with that, I'm going to say, will America disappear into the sands of time? Well, according to biblical prophecy, the answer is yes.